Dreamers, happy Sunday. I just got done with meeting with my family, and I'm on my way back to my home as I prep for a webinar this afternoon for my other business. And I know that I missed going live yesterday in the group, and that was really just because I was filming all day for my other business and was just like flat out exhausted when I got home, and said, you know what, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace. And we talked about, you know, taking a break and stepping away and being okay with seasons and stuff like that on Friday. And so I really just gave myself those few hours just to relax and not worry about anything. And that was just really good for me. I just needed a break, you know. And today I've had church and went home and ate our leftover Indian food for dinner or lunch, met my family. I went at church, they prayed for me for my trip, and that was just really exciting to see. And like these sweet ladies at my church all gathered around me, and it was really fun to just see how our connections are fueling the kingdom, and I think that's what it's all about. And so today I'm talking about what it's like to work with a coach, and I first want to share my own story about coaching. Before I even became a coach, or as I was becoming a coach. So I started my first business 3 years ago. You probably know that story. And actually, I started it more like a blog than a business. I was just kind of doing it to do it, and thought that maybe it would turn into something someday, but I wasn't sure how. So I really spent, because part of my job was social media and blogging, I really spent a couple of years kind of researching and reading and writing and figuring out even just how the blog portion worked, and building an audience and a following. And then eventually, when I decided to, hi Jackie, when I decided to really start making it a business, figure out what that looked like to do that for cheerleading coaches, is to create resources. I invested in myself. I invested in some training. Marie Forleo's B-School, if you guys have heard of it. It's good. High level, good stuff. Gives you basics of marketing and list building and what you need to start an online business. So that was really, really helpful. And literally instantly, I paid the money for B-School, and then was had a moment of I just need to make sure that this could even be a business. So I outlined a course, threw it out to my audience, and made up half of the cost instantly, just with that first little baby launch that was hardly anything, with 150 people on my list. And part of that was just the confidence, and part of that was just me knowing that's what they needed, because I had done a survey, and that I had invested in myself so that I could make it better the next time around. And then because there's a lot of B-School that overlaps with what I do at work, I was actually able to get some training reimbursement from them. So literally, before B-School even started, I had actually made up the money for it, that we had paid out of our savings. And that first year of business, I did about $4,000 total in business, whole year, and that was just small. I mean, $1,000 of that came from the B-School, from the little first launch, and then set it up as an evergreen product and did some choreography and stuff like that. Year 2 of my business, still investing in myself. I did a lot of courses. That was my thing first. It's just, I like courses, I like learning, I like having my own pace. I felt like I was smart enough to be able to do it on my own, and I did for a long time, and it built, but it took a little bit. And so, yeah, did more courses. Second year, made $6,000. Last year, did a lot better. Still more courses. Really just trying to figure out my systems a little bit better, my funnels and things like that, and email, since I do evergreen products. I just kind of needed consistency, so I worked some things out. And I should mention these $4,000 and $6,000 and the $11,000 that I made last year. That's profit. That's not gross. I actually made more money than that in sales, but profit was about $11,000. And so I say that just to say not to overwhelm you with my numbers or to brag about them, because they're not that amazing, but they're they're what I did, and that's what I did on my own. Well, this year, and then I hit a plateau, and I was like, I don't understand. I'm doing all the same things. I'm getting it together. I'm trying to, get an automated business happening, and it just sort of like wasn't working anymore. And when God laid the burden on my heart to really start this business, I knew that I was going to need something different. I wasn't going to be able to learn it from a course. I wasn't going to be able to figure it out on my own, or I could, but it was going to take me a long time. And I felt like He wanted me to move now, because He's really asking me to start making some big moves in my life, and He's given me a lot of opportunities, and He wants me to really start moving. So I was like, well, I'm going to invest in a coach, and I did. And it's for my mindset, but if you know anything by now, sorry about that, if you know anything by now, you should know that your mindset makes a lot of your business, and that's kind of what we've been talking about this week. And so it was just one of those things that I did for myself, and literally every month that I've had has been my best month ever. Not just for this business, but for for both of my businesses. Best months for the last 2-3 months, and that's insane. Like, that doesn't happen on accident, right? It's because I finally started getting personalized advice for myself and really focusing back on those core strategies and doing those things that matter most, and not letting myself get distracted by everyone else or the rest of the world or what's happening. Just focusing on what I do best, doing those things, and showing up for my people. And that's really what a coach helped me do, was focus those things so that I could get out of my own way, get out of my own fear, get out of my own head, talk things out, start thinking about it tactically and strategically, and look at things from a different perspective, from a perspective that's a little bit further along than I am. And it's really changed everything for me, changed the game. And so I know that a lot of people have questions of what is it like to work with a coach? And so that's part of it. But really the answer is it depends. It depends on your coach, what it actually looks like day to day. It also depends on you and what you want out of it and what effort you put in. Because it's not that I got a coach and that was magical. I got a coach and did the work. I got a coach and did things right, and focused and found my way. And so that's a big part of what it's like to work, or how you get what you can get, what you want and need out of coaching relationship, is by being committed. You've got to be full on committed the whole time. So I thought, well, let me just tell you what it'd be like to work with me, because I know what it looks like to work with me as a business coach specifically. Business mentor more because coaches, so let me give a little distinction. Coaches do a lot of question asking, and of course I do that. I want to give you the right stuff for you, so questions are absolutely part of that equation. But I believe that mentors are able to come alongside you and give you some advice of what they did, and what could work for you, and really help you to step back and look strategically at things and not just in the middle. Yes, Jackie, get out of your own way. It's so big. Yeah, I think I'll always be working on that. And so as a business mentor, which is what I put myself as, I really help you find the right path for your business. So we work one-on-one, and these are 60-minute sessions, and I've got a bit of a program that we work through, but if you come at a more advanced level in your business, then we sort of whip through those first parts and really start being able to focus. And that really starts with looking at your basic business plan. Who do you serve? Why do you serve them? How do you serve them? And what is your basic brand message? How do you communicate with them? What's your vision and mission? All of that good stuff to help you focus, because those are the filters that then become everything that you do from now on. Those are the filters that work. And after you get all of that in place, you can start putting together packages or products, and you can start putting together other things. And then you can also start putting together your marketing strategies, because now you know who you're trying to talk to, where they hang out, what they need to hear from you, and how you can position yourself as an authority or a helper or the solution to whatever their issue is, or just an amazing story for them to share with their people. Whoever you are, whatever your position is, and that's part of that brand thing that we work out, we then are able to figure out different ways that work. And I really get hands-on because I'm actually good with technology, and I'm able to sort of show you those things and give you access to those things that maybe you couldn't figure out on your own. And I'm also just, I call myself an in-the-box creative, so I love to hear you talk about what you're trying to do, what you're accomplishing. And so setting all that groundwork for our time together with coming up with those strategies really helps me to be able to serve you best, and you to be able to serve your business best, because then I've got the right connections in my brain to help put together the marketing strategies that can work for you and help you figure those out too, and actually implement them and track them and determine what's working, and build your community and connect with people and start filling your funnel, whether that's for your course that you want to launch down the line, or if it's for your one-on-one packages, whatever that looks like. We work together to work it out for you specifically, so that you're not wasting time. Because you could be like me and spend 2-3 years just kind of idling along, figuring out piece by piece, or you could get with someone who's been there, done that, has tried a lot of different things, because my two businesses are completely different and my day job is completely different. So I use different channels for different things all the time. Communicate with all sorts of ages and stages of life, and do it all successfully, with being able to actually convert people into donors or buyers or clients, whatever that looks like. They become a part of it, and I help you figure all that out for yourself and keep you focused, like we were talking about, Jackie, keep you focused on your lane, and also just offering spiritual support. So it's practical. That's one of my values, is just highly practical, because that's my style, that's my personality. I want you to get what you need out of our time together, but I also want to care for your person. So spiritually speaking, I'm there for you too, because I know what it's like to be a Christian in a sea of New Age philosophy, especially in business. And as you try to figure that out for yourself, sometimes it's just nice to have a guide there with you, and someone there who can look at your copy, and someone there who can really help guide the way that you're shaping your business and laying the groundwork for all the success that you want to have down the line. Because it's really about, once you build that business foundation, you have the keys then to do a lot of things, and to really expand or to focus your marketing in specific ways. It's that business foundation that really gets you started, gets you rocking, and keeps you moving, whether you just do a side business or you want to go full-fledged entrepreneur lifestyle. But you need that foundation first, and that foundation is all those business plan talking, all those business plan points, strategy, and some marketing, and really just learning to be a leader in your own right, and to own who you are as an expert, and to keep you focused and on top of your game for your people. And so that's what it's like to work with me. I am an encourager, I am a strategic brainstorm partner, and I am your business and accountability bestie. So if that's what you're looking for, if that sounds like, oh, that sounds like exactly what I need, you should definitely look into my summer test drive. You only have 5 days left to get the 40% discount. And I mean, you get a month of sessions plus a bonus session for 40% off, and that's pretty good. And we will start on laying that foundation together. That business strategy stuff, that business plan, we will put it into place so that you are ready to take on whatever comes your way afterwards. And so that's what I encourage you to do. Go check it out. There's posts in here. If you want to talk it out on the phone, go to kateboyd.me/apply and fill out the form, and I'll send you the link. Or if you're just like, hey, I'm in, let's do this, you're ready to raise your hand and go, then go to kateboyd.me/test drive. Like a car, like you go to the Toyota lot and test drive a Toyota. That's me. Come up here, go there, and submit your payment, and let's get started, because you're worth it. Like your dreams, I know sometimes it feels like a lot of money, and I get that. But your dreams, your future, your business, if this is really what you want, taking a step and investing in yourself is going to pay dividends over and over, for your confidence and practically for your strategy, and just getting things in place so that you can succeed. Yeah, getting out of your own way and making big steps every day. That's what we're looking to do. So I hope you'll check it out, and I will talk to you guys later.